Hey guys, welcome back to another FutureFit video. I'm Connor, and today we're going to go over the basics of the barbell squat. The barbell back squat is one out of the 4 primary compound lifts. If you didn't already know, a compound lift is a movement that utilizes multiple muscle groups at the same time, as opposed to standard isolation exercises that only typically target 1 or 2 muscles. The squat is a compound lift that primarily targets your glutes and your quads. So without further ado, let's get into the analysis of the back squat. Before we begin, we'll be using 2 video angles of the back squat in order to better understand the form required to properly perform the movement. After successfully unracking the bar and stepping back, you want to position yourself in this stance. Make sure the bar is sitting on your upper traps and that your legs are shoulder width apart or wider depending on what may be comfortable for you. Make sure your back remains straight and that you can handle the weight before beginning the movement. Always start with lighter weight to avoid any injuries while getting used to the movement. After setting up properly, essentially the squatting movement is the same as a squatting movement without any weight. You want to make sure you're keeping your back straight and head up, which you'll see in the next angle. My personal squatting depth is pretty low, but not everyone will be able to achieve this right away. For shorter individuals, this may be easier to perform because of the differences in anatomy. For taller individuals, squatting to this depth may be difficult, but with the proper mobility training, you can achieve that deep squat. After going into a deep squat, slowly push your body upwards while maintaining a straight back. The way I like to visualize this is that I'm pushing through my quads and glutes and pushing straight up. Focus on the feeling of the weight on your traps and keep it in a steady position all the way through the lift. Alright, here's a second angle which should help you understand the squatting position a little better. It's the same setup and the same squatting movement. Here's a better visual for the movement that you should be performing. You want to imagine a straight vertical line. The barbell should be moving up and down on this vertical line with minimal sway. Because the angle of the camera is slightly misaligned with the barbell, it would look a little bit weird, but the principle still applies. Here's also a little visual for how you want to be sitting at the bottom of your deep squat. You want the angle created by your hip to be slightly above 45 degrees in order to keep your back straight and head up. The reason you want to make sure you maintain the straight back and head up is so that your spine doesn't bend forward or backwards, which could cause injury. A common mistake people have when performing the back squat is actually tipping the weight forward, which strains your neck and lower back. In order to avoid this, use the straight vertical line bar path and keep your back straight and head up. This can also prevent your heels from coming off the ground and causing you to fall forward. Also, if you look at where my butt is, it's pretty much as close as it can be to both the ground and to my ankles. This is the key to creating the deep squat position. After that, everything is pretty much the same as I already explained for the squatting movement. Alright, so that's pretty much the basics to performing the barbell back squat. It's not something you'll be able to perfectly perfect the first time, and there's several things you can do to help perfect your form. Some of these things include just smaller exercises and warm-ups like goblet squats, which we'll be going over in another video.